Welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover the 2004 FRQ number 4A. This is an implicit differentiation question, and part A just asks us to verify the derivative of this given function. Quick overview on implicit differentiation. Feel free to skip ahead if you already know this, but just for my new viewers, implicit differentiation is used when you have x and y on the same side, and really to be more specific, anytime you don't have y isolated, meaning anytime you don't have a simple equation, something like that, where you just have y equals, where it looks more complex than that. And you can see here, right, we obviously don't have y isolated. And then basically main techniques, every time you take the derivative of y, you have to put dy dx after it. So now let's go ahead and jump in and actually apply that to this problem. So x squared, the derivative of that is simply 2x. For y squared, the derivative of that using the power rule is 8y, and we have to remember to put dy dx after it, equals the derivative of 7. That's a constant, so that would just be 0, so I'm actually not going to write that. And then here we have to use the product rule. I like to group 3x together, so I like to consider this 3x times y. So product rule is first times derivative of second, which is dy dx, plus the second term, which is y, times the derivative of the first, which is just 3. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my dy dx terms all to the same side and put everything else on the other side. So specifically, that means I'm going to subtract this term from both sides, and then I'm going to subtract that term from both sides. So I would get 8y dy dx minus 3x dy dx. Again, I just subtracted that over, equals this term, my 3y. I just rewrote that in more proper form. And then I'm going to subtract this 2x term over, so minus 2x. Now I'm going to factor out dy dx on the left-hand side. So moving up here, I would get dy dx times 8y minus 3x equals 3y minus 2x. Now I'm simply going to divide by 8y minus 3x on both sides. Oops, I'm sorry, that should be an x. There we go. So now we have dy dx equals 3y minus 2x over 8y minus 3x. So now we have successfully confirmed dy dx. So I'm just going to recap the steps quickly. Feel free to stop watching if you'd like, otherwise stick around for the recap. So basically, with implicit differentiation, what do? We take the derivative in place as is, remembering to put dy dx after any term where we've taken the derivative of y. Then we get all of our dy dx terms on one side, typically the left side, and we put everything else on the right side. Next, we factor out dy dx from the left side, and then we just divide by whatever it was being multiplied by on either side to get our final dy dx equation. All right, thanks so much for watching.